Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. Long time no see. My name's Kevin here and this is minisbykev. My dog is walking right outside my door. He's very upset that I kicked him out. So if you can hear him, just ignore him. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but that's because I was in the middle of moving and this is my new studio. Spoiler alert, I guess, because this whole video is going to be setting up my studio. This is a little chaotic because I actually originally started it in one room and then moved to this room, which you'll see about halfway through the video. And I wanted to tell you that in case you get too attached to the other room because I don't stay in there. It's been a whirlwind moving into a new house, setting up a new studio. It's been a lot. So I'm hoping that this is a good space for me to start crafting in, getting things done, because I miss miniatures, I miss uploading videos. That's really it. I just miss it. So I'm hoping that this is really gonna inspire me. It might be a little echoey in here, and I know the lighting's not great, but again, I just moved, so we're working on things. I need a carpet for in here. I think that will really help with the echo, and a new light. Sorry, it's not the best right now, but we're gonna go ahead and turn around the camera. I say turn around the camera, but like there's nothing to, what am I turning around to? The other room? I don't know. We're gonna turn on the camera and we're gonna get started on setting up my new studio. This is going to be my office. It's quite big. Over here, we're actually gonna put, I think, like workout stuff, so that's not. But over here, I'm thinking about, it needs like some paint, so just ignore that. But I think we're gonna do desks lined up here, maybe an L shape, I don't know yet. But this is the new office, so I don't know if I'm gonna paint it right now or if I'm gonna wait. We'll see. Maybe I'll just put stuff in here, see how I feel about it, and then maybe paint later. Don't want to jump ahead. I don't want to jump the gun. So let's go ahead and get started moving some stuff in and setting up the office. This is our laundry and this is like your utility, so I can't block that stuff off. I don't know, maybe I'll do like an L shape this way. We'll see. I don't know what will be best for recording, but it's also a little echoey. That will go away once all the stuff's in here. And because this is the easiest thing to unload off the truck, this is now what we're working with. Everything got unloaded in here, so we gotta clean this up. This is how we've landed so far. Over here, we have like a little bit of an L shape. I realized that if I did it the other way, I wasn't gonna have a lot of room in here. Sorry, my dog's walking over there. You can probably hear him clip-clopping. But I realized I wouldn't have a lot of room, so I kind of had to do this configuration. This is my work computer slash my desktop computer where I edit videos, or I'm gonna learn how to edit videos, finally, on DaVinci Resolve. I have not learned that yet. Oh, look who's learning now. I already forgot. Crafting area over here, editing area over here, and then this is going to be like another secondary crafting area, but it's going to mostly be for sewing because I also sew. This is a utility closet, so I can't really do anything about that. Here we have the laundry, which we can't really do anything about either. Over here, I'm not sure what's going to go here yet. I'm thinking maybe some kind of cabinet, so that way we can do storage for my craft supplies, even though I have room underneath the desks. So for instance, this is going to be craft supplies storage. I do have, if you've seen my old videos, I had a gray bin with drawers that goes on the desk that also does storage. I also got a smaller version of that somewhere around here that I got at the thrift store recently. Over here, we have one of the dollhouses I got recently. There's another one over there in a box. But this one I got recently, and this is going to be more storage for craft supplies. I'm not entirely sure what yet. This is a door to the outside. This is another door to the outside. We hung this up because we don't have curtains yet. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And over here is another dollhouse. This one's my partner's. This is not mine. This is gonna be more storage though. So far, it's not looking great. And I don't have most of my craft supplies actually unpacked. In fact, I think these boxes over here are mostly, maybe some of these are also craft supplies. These are the craft supplies storage I was using at our previous place we were living. And so I have a lot to unpack still. I have a lot to figure out and get organized. These need to go somewhere else. These are family photos. This is a print I need to get framed and hung up in here. The walls are like a little dirty because this was like a den with a play area for the kids that used to live here, from the people we bought it from. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done still. And yeah, I'm not gonna end up using all this space. And as I said previously, we'll probably put, this is like Halloween decorations right now, but this will probably be like a workout area. Studio over here. Don't know what I'm gonna do about the wall though, because I don't know really honestly what kind of wall this is. It's like, I don't know, it's not like, it doesn't feel like drywall. I don't actually know what it is. So I'm nervous to hang up anything in here other than like really light stuff. I think this was held up from command strips. This is the previous owners. Put this here with command strips. So I don't really know what I can hang up in here. I have some of my shadow box dioramas still. I don't know if I can hang them on this wall or not without them risk falling. I don't know. Also, the 24 scale dollhouse hopefully will come back again soon. Now that I have all this space, I can actually work on things. Here's my bigger scale project that's like a kind of secret, not really. And then this is the reading nook. This is the dollhouse that I want to turn into, I think, like a colonial one. Here's the 24 scale. There's the bungalow. It's all coming together. I'm very excited because I have a lot more room to like work on things, and I think it'll be a lot easier for me having the stuff ready. And I can finally, hopefully, start the pop culture dollhouse that I've been wanting to start for a while. Because I think in the long run, it'll probably take up this like a desk about this size, and it's going to be, I think, 3 stories, not including like a ground level type story that's not really a story, so kind of 4 but really 3. You'll understand one day. So I can finally start working on that because I have plenty of room in here to store it. But I am nervous because between that one in here, and then there's also the other project that's in this box, which is the one that I drove across country for that I need to put back together. These are going to take up this room very, very quickly. And I don't know what to do with them once I'm done. But I guess that's future me problem. Future Kevin can worry about that. For now, this is where we're at. I'm going to try and clean this up. Not tonight. It is nighttime, as you can tell. And I need to go to bed because it's Sunday and I have to work tomorrow. So I'm hoping to start cleaning things up tomorrow. After work, I'm going to hope to clean up, start organizing stuff so I can actually start working on projects again. I think it's going to be like my main little crafting area. Computer. I think I already talked about this maybe. And this is this nightmare. That's my sewing machine, fabric. This is my my gray bin, if you remember that from my old videos, and then I have an extra gray bin that I got recently. I have this for storage right now, and that's honestly kind of it. I have this dollhouse for storage, I guess, as you can see. But besides that, because we moved, I need more storage solutions. Not sure what I'm going to use yet. Maybe just like a hutch or a bookcase. I don't know yet. My goal is to try and do this as cheap as possible. But for now, I need to clear this desk off because I think I might use this as like a secondary crafting area. And here's my big cutting mat, which barely fits on these, but I'm gonna have to try and get it to fit again. But my goal for now is just to get this cleaned up and set this up so that way I have a little bit of room. To be really honest, these are not the best organized. I tried doing like some holiday ones like Christmas, and there's a fall/Halloween one over there, but I'm just not a very organized person. I'm trying really hard. I have like wood bits, more wood stuff because they don't fit in the same one, and like some sewing stuff that I don't have anywhere else to put, but I have some like little things, but I'm just not very organized, and I wish I was more organized. I have one of like books, but I'm not very good at this, and I think that the only way I could really do this all is to take everything out and start from scratch, and I just feel like if I do that now, I'm not going to get started on making anything anytime soon. So for now, these are just going to be a little disorganized, and in the future, I will have to organize them. And I hope that this doesn't deter me from being able to use things, and I know where they're at, because I would like to I'd like to use through some of the stuff I have. I have a lot of miniature stuff. I realize that I have like quite a bit, and I want to try and use through it as much as I can before buying more stuff, and hopefully this will help. We'll see. But I'm not done setting up yet, so these are just done for now. Even though this was clean earlier, I started unpacking more boxes, and this is where we're at now. It just kind of got overwhelming very quickly. This is just a thing of buttons I keep in a pill container. I forgot I had this one, so now I technically have 3 of varying sizes. This I got at the thrift store recently, and I felt like it was too cool of like a little container to not get because I could make a miniature inside of it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in it yet, but I will make something in that. This needs to go back on the floor in a second. But yeah, it's just a lot, and I'm getting a little overwhelmed because this is still my abandoned swan miniature. It needs to be taken out. It was packed inside of a cubby thing, a really hard wood cubby thing, so it wouldn't get broken. This is the cardboard castle that unfortunately is gonna need some fixing because as you can see here, it got collapsed a little bit in the move. Alien Detective's office. These are all old videos if you're new here. This is an empty box. I mean, a box of empty shadow boxes and 1 complete shadow box. Yeah, so there's a lot going on over here that still needs to be unpacked. This is all dollhouse furniture. There's a lot that I need to do still. And I'm getting a little overwhelmed because I don't have anywhere to store it. Sorry if that made anybody dizzy, but I don't have anywhere to store all this stuff. I'm getting a little overwhelmed here. We'll see what happens. Let's just keep moving, I guess. Because this is in such disarray, I think I need to clean up this desk first so I can finally get the cutting mat up, so I can at least have 1 space over here complete. Because there's just so much going on that I need at least 1 spot clean and ready to go, so that way I can feel like I've accomplished something. So let's get started on this little section right here for now, because I need some kind of normalcy. Okay, I did a little bit off camera. I'm gonna turn this off. I just realized, sorry, that's probably loud. Okay, did a little bit off camera. We are more set up over here. This is a little bit more set up, and this is a little bit more set up. There's my dog, wants to smell the glue. So I think that this is ready how it is. I don't know if it's gonna get much better. I have to put like the switch away and stuff, but for the most part, this area is ready. I think I'm gonna put the sewing machine over here. Here is gonna be like the main crafting area for miniatures. Even though here is, first of all, I'm using this currently as like a bookshelf until I actually get to this dollhouse. It has all my dollhouse books in it and my dollhouse magazines. But in here I have a bunch of dollhouse stuff. And then in here, I have all the furniture. It's not a lot, but it's enough to fill this up. So, even though a lot of this stuff's over here, like here's the paint, here's all my display boxes that I wanna make stuff in, and then like all the wood and stuff's over here, that's gonna be the main crafting area over here. It's a little spread out, but I think this is gonna work best. That's also my resin stuff. I packed it like this when I moved because I was afraid it was gonna leak. But yeah, this is, I think, almost set up. I think I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done setting up the area so I can start working on stuff. I wanna hang up, I have a pegboard from IKEA that I think I wanna hang up like right here, so I might have to move this painting. This was kind of just thrown up haphazardly anyway, but I think I wanna put my pegboard here so I can put up my tools again. I would like to eventually get something to put paint out so that I don't have to, they're all in here, all the paint's in here, and I kind of want to put them out here at some point. I don't know, this is not the greatest storage solution for all this stuff, and this is not the greatest like setup. Like this is a bunch of stuff I just use regularly. If you have any suggestions on anything I could get to maybe make this easier on me, that'd be great. Because I need a bookcase, like a low one in like my old office, and then I need like some kind of wardrobe maybe to go here where I can put like all the fabric and other stuff in here. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because this is where we're at so far. So once again, my desk is kind of a mess, but it is getting better because I was given this recently by a friend and I'm filling it up with some of the tools that I need. So it is getting better. I have to unpack this now, and I'm a little nervous and a little sad because this. I don't really know how I'm gonna fix this, but some of the tools in here I know need to go into the toolbox. So I'm gonna take this stuff out and really assess to see if there's any other damage, like with the rug and stuff that was permanently put in. I know this fell out, but I never permanently attached that either. It was just kind of like temporarily attached. So we'll see what made it through here without getting completely destroyed. I'm just a little nervous. I'm just sad because like this is not gonna be an easy fix, I don't think. I think I can maybe I could clamp it to something to get it to straighten out some more, but I don't know. I had a bunch of other miniatures break in the move too, unfortunately, so this is not an isolated incident. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to please ignore how I look right now. It's been a long day, and setting this place up has just like been a lot. So I know that I just kind of went through the whole hassle of setting up this room, but I actually think I'm gonna move my office to our extra room in the house. This is like too open. I think for recording, it's going to be too echoey. I also think that the lighting in here is pretty bad. Like this is like one of the only windows I have in here, and then a giant sliding glass door over there. So the other room has like 2 big windows that I can sit right in front of and record and stuff. So I think I'm actually gonna move everything over. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. But for the most part, the things are gonna be the same. Like the same stuff on the desk. The desk configuration is gonna be very similar, just moved over that direction across the house. Because it just makes, I think it makes more sense for like the whole office situation. Studio, office, studio, studio, office. I guess it's both because I also work from home and I'm gonna have my work desk in there as well. I just think that this is a little too far away from the rest of the house also. I feel like I'm alone even when I'm at home, which is kind of like weird. I don't know how to describe it. But I know I've been showing you a lot of this room, so this video is kind of just taking longer than I thought to set up, and it's just not going the way I thought it was. But there's Bradford. Always present. He'll always be here. Yeah, okay. Let's move everything to the new office. So this is the room that I'm gonna move into. I'm gonna put 2 of the desks here, one this way. It's a little echoey right now because there's nothing in here except for like a little bit of junk. But this is gonna be the office. I think that I know it's smaller, but I just think I'm gonna do better in here. I just think that it's a more, I don't know, it's kind of cozy too. And these are the windows. It's my backyard, but it's very dark out right now, I know. But I just, yeah. I think I'm gonna like this space better, hopefully. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine having to move everything back if I hate it. It has been a lot. A lot has happened. So let me just explain. I am not good at organizing, like at all. I basically had like a mini mental breakdown. Not really, but I was like, I can't deal with this. I just can't, I don't know what to do. So instead my partner came in, took care of it for me. My partner's great. Go around the office. Let's look around. Okay, so this is gonna be my work from home desk because I work from home, and then also where I edit these videos you're watching. Up here I have some original Paranorman concept art, and then my, what is it called? My shadow boxes. These nails were already here, or screws, so I'm not gonna leave them like this, but it was easier just to hang them up like that for now. Strange that the people that lived here before just had a straight line. To the right of the door where you walk in is my closet. So this is gonna be mainly a storage closet. Get that tripod out of the way. As you can see, I do like to sew and I like to hoard craft supplies and fabric. So, yep, at some point, hopefully I go through a lot of that. But up here's gonna be my Cricut, my paper cutter, some actual like notebooks and stuff. Over here this is mostly just, most of this is sewing stuff, so it does not relate to this channel. But over here is the cardboard castle, which I need to finish now that I'm living in a new place where I can actually display it. I need to finish that. So hopefully I'll be finishing that in the next few months because I only have a couple more things to do on that and then I'll be done. I do have like these, but the way this house was built, you can't actually open these. They hit this track. Then over here, we have the dog bed for my dog who likes to spend a lot of time with me. Tripod in the way again. Back there is Bradford. That was a gift from a friend. This is a view of my backyard. This is the sewing station. And then right here is gonna be my main crafting station. So I have 3 storage things I have right here. Down here, I have more storage for crafting stuff. I'm going to hang up like a pegboard thing I got from IKEA a few years ago right here to have like my tools that I get to the most. I still would like to put my paint out on display at some point. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that in here. That might have to wait. Also, if I need more room or I need to like make minis over here, I have the tripod already, so I can move this stuff. This is just stuff I'm currently working on that can all go in the closet. So like I have all the space if I need it. Also right here is the abandoned swan miniature. As you can see, it got damaged when I moved. I need to fix that. I'm very sad about that. Here is the storage that I showed you in the other room. It still has all that stuff in it. It still has lots of stuff, like just furniture and dollhouse pieces and stuff. Here is the dollhouse that I'm using as a bookshelf, basically, to store all my dollhouse books. I have quite a few, as you can see. I have a collection going. I also have some magazines in there somewhere, I think, right there. All dollhouse magazines. And then these are just minis that I need to like put some shelves up in here to display some of the stuff I've made because most of the stuff is like packed away. In fact, there is the alien detective's office, some empty shadow boxes I can use. I need to find a way to display them in here. So for now, those in the closet, as well as these, are just going to sit where they're sitting because I just don't have anywhere to really display them. But yeah, this is where they're gonna go for now. So this is the office. I got a nice view of the outside, which is nice when it's nice out. Got some nice green curtains up there. Close it. I will say that I opened this for the lighting. It does help with the echo when these are closed. I'm sorry if I'm echoing right now. So this is the office. That's my chair and a blanket I made. Here it is. My studio office. And I'm very excited to get creating in here because I have a lot of ideas. In fact, I came up with, I got really inspired for a new idea recently, but I have to build a whole dollhouse for it. I don't know where I'll store it in here. So maybe I need to get another little like side table thing to go right here to put another dollhouse. Yep, this is what we're working with. So that's my studio. This is my studio. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I don't have as much space in this room, but I just like it better. I think it's less echoey. I just feel like cozier in here. I have like a view of the outside. You might be able to hear those birds right now. I have a view of the outside when I open the curtains, which I didn't have in the other room. I only had that tiny little window. And I have more storage space in here. I didn't have any in there because I didn't have any furniture or anything besides like my desk. And I could have bought some, but I'm trying to save money because I just bought a house and it's expensive. And I just figure that this dollhouse behind me can move depending on what project I'm working on. And I do have space behind where the camera's at right now to put another dollhouse if I'm working on it. So I have some options. I have some options to move things around in this space depending on what I'm working on in the moment. And I can still use the other space to store the dollhouses I'm not working on or big projects because like I have at least 2 other dollhouses over there. Yeah, I have 2 other dollhouses over there. One, neither put together. Do I have 3? I might have 3. I don't even know anymore. I have too many dollhouses. And I want to build one from scratch soon. Like actually start. My pop culture dollhouse will be started soon because I actually have a friend who I found out has a bunch of woodworking material and has offered to cut all this stuff for me. It's actually my friend Bridget. She's the one that gave me the toolbox. She's the one that gave me all the mat board I talked about before. I talked about her earlier in this video. Another thing I don't remember. Oh, Bradford. She got me Bradford. My friend Bridget is the greatest. So she has woodworking stuff, her and her husband, and she has very kindly offered to cut the wood I need for the dollhouse. So I'm hoping that I'll be starting the pop culture dollhouse very soon. But like I said, I can rearrange things in here depending on what I'm working on, what kind of room I need. And I'm excited. I'm excited to have this space be artsy again. Because I was living in a space for the past year that I couldn't have all my stuff. I couldn't really set up all my art stuff. And I'm just ready to get back into it. I'm very excited to get creating again. Obviously, I still need to put some shelves up and things like that because I do have just like miniatures sitting in this dollhouse that need to go on shelves. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get creating again. I already have a video ready for next week. So you'll see me again next week. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!